here we are. It's day 4. And I'm cleaning my house because I have to decide if I'm going to be the villain, maintain my character, or do what I think is right, even though everything that is done against me is violence in this country. Anywho, welcome to day 4, where we talk about the importance of intentional content creation and bringing value. So we're about to get into the nitty gritty. We got several categories. We're going to talk about content research and inspiration. So when you're doing the content strategy, you know what you're talking about and why. We're then going to go into content planning and organization, content creation and repurposing, and then audience engagement, analytics and feedback, and lastly, personal growth and efficiency. So let's get into it while you hear my dishwasher in the background washing the dishes, because it's a lot. All right, so a lot of people talk about Google, but I don't think they really understand the different tools that they have that are free. We got Google Trends. You can explore what's trending globally in your niche, or, and you can create timely and relevant content. You can use keywords to align and talk in your audience. And of course, the tool that I told y'all about, you gotta go watch the first video, Vid IQ. Vid IQ is my favorite because it's mostly focused on YouTube, and it can tell you what's popping, what's relevant. It'll give you some ideas, and it can really get into the nitty gritty of helping you soar on YouTube, all the way down to your description, your titles, and your thumbnails, y'all. Excuse me, I don't want my iPad to die because I'm kind of using it for notes. Yes, also, please take notes before you shoot these videos. So sometimes you can go off the dome if you're really great at that. Utilize those skill sets. And if you're not, write down a couple of notes, jot down, so you can have an outline of what you're going to talk about and know what you're talking about beforehand. Another tool that's talked about called TubeBuddy, I haven't fully explored it yet, but I will because I keep hearing about it. And also this tool called Answer the Public. Find questions people are asking about in your niche, and it's great for generating video ideas that specifically address specific audience needs. And of course, the OG, Pinterest. People always talk about you can make money for Pinterest. That's how you really can see what's going on, what's popular, what are the trends, and what's in alignment to your actual brand, and talk about it. Now, we're gonna go into content planning and organization. I personally have created a CSV file for y'all. So if you want that for $3 on my Stan store, you can get it, and the prompt that I use for ChatGPT to create your 30-day content calendar for your YouTube channel, so you know exactly what you're going to talk about and why, and what is the reason, so you know what's going on. You're not just like, I don't know what to talk. You do now. You're organized. I made that for y'all, so tap in. And of course, there's other tools. We got Notion or Trello. It's AI, and it organizes your content calendar. It helps you brainstorm ideas, and it tracks the progress in a clean and visual workflow for the people who are very meticulous and want everything separate and don't want to use Excel spreadsheets. That's for you. That does cost. However, it is really good if you're a big techie and you enjoy the growing evolution of artificial intelligence. All right, and then of course we got Airtable. You can use this spreadsheet database hybrid to manage content ideas, collaboration, and scheduling all in one place. And then we have this thing called ClickUp. It's similar to Trello, and it puts more features for task management and planning your day-to-day workflow. So if you are very meticulous and Google Calendar that's free isn't working for you, we got ClickUp. All right, it's only minute 4 and I'm going too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Na, 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 you. Yeah, I washed my hair today. And I'm not blow drying. I blow dry at the scalp because, hey, my baby's out there with seborrheic dermatitis, aka psoriasis. You know, our scalps really love humid areas where it's constantly with moisture, but like dried also, and not the cold to dry, that gives you the fungus in your scalp. But it's healthy. See, we good. We real good. For those who wanna consume, I may or may not cut this in a couple of videos. So keep watching to see the evolution of J-Max hair. I know, y'all. It's kind of chaotic. I love it. All right, y'all. And now we're gonna get into content creation and repurposing. Don't forget that link that I talked to y'all about, and I'm gonna keep putting in all of my descriptions, called Repurpose IO. You can repurpose your content across platforms. Your long form content you can sweep down into tiny YouTube shorts and keep people excited about seeing your videos. You don't have to just post one. You can post several without having to record a whole bunch of stuff. That is the treasure that is technology. All right, so content creation and repurposing. My favorite handy dandy Canva. I honestly pay for the pro version because it helps me design the best YouTube thumbnails. It's easy to edit. I used to use Adobe. I'm the OG Adobe digital media person. However, Canva is seamless, it's quick. I could do it on my phone. It's not taking forever. Like my laptop crashed. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Canva saved the day for me. So not only can you design YouTube thumbnails, you can do infographics, you can do visuals to elevate your video branding. And a lot of the people out there in the digital media world and the digital marketing, they're creating all, if not most, of their digital assets in Canva. You also can create templates for consistent branding. And I got some things for y'all coming soon. I do. And of course, my favorite handy dandy CapCut. If you did not delete it and you're in the US, good. I deleted it off my phone. It's on my iPad, so but you know, all I gotta do is leave the country and I can get it back. Yeah, I'm that serious about my content. I will leave the country to make sure I can provide quality content and make my life easier. Sure will. Don't let nobody tell you gotta have a job to leave. Just leave. I lived to Los Angeles with $200. I said that in my last video. Seriously though, I made things happen so I can make bigger things happen now. Like, I am so excited, y'all. Like, I am terrified and excited because this is what growth feels like. It feels like I'm losing everything. Like, y'all, I'm gonna miss my apartment. I wish I recorded more and started earlier, but I allowed my outside circumstances to affect my inside circumstances. And ultimately, I learned a lesson that temporary things isn't the end all be all, and just because you're going through things temporarily doesn't mean it's forever. So y'all about to see me in different places in the world. Let's make it fun. So the OGs will be like, I remember J-Mac was in their first loft ever in New Orleans along the river, and it was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a do a quick tour before it's gone. And anywho, CapCut. Easy to use video editing app for short-term content, especially the pro version. Also, I don't think anyone talks about it. In CapCut, if you make great templates and people use them, you can get paid for that. Just putting it out there for the people in the back. Get busy, my people. All right. Now we got Descript. You also can edit your videos or podcasts. We're going to talk about podcasts in the next video. Or this one. I could talk about it in this one. Y'all, podcasts are amazing. Most people don't get past 3 seasons. I've monetized from my podcast, and I'm gonna keep going. I've made $13 from my podcast before my music streaming. I don't think you heard me. I made money from my podcast before I made it from my music and streaming. Yeah, don't sleep on the podcast. Anywho, Descript edits videos and podcasts by editing the transcripts. Great for content cleanup and repurposing. Like I said, you're gonna keep hearing this. Repurpose the content you create so you don't burn out. I don't think you heard me. Repurpose the content that you create so you don't burn out. Okay, we got it. Awesome. Now we got Lumen 5. You can turn your blog post or written content into engaging videos. I think they're using AI with that, but ultimately, do it and use your own voice. Make it you. Don't just use an AI voice. That's not you. There's always something off-putting about an AI voice. You can hear it lag a little bit, like it's not human. Love y'all, AI. However, human voice with the little ums and the we need that. I need to know you're with me. I need to know you're thinking. I need to know you're feeling. I need to know sometimes you dissociate and you're going through things. And I also need to know that I can relate to you. For real. From the soul. Like, that's so serious. All right. Moving on. We're going to now go into audience engagement. Beyond, sending people to school or Discord or your CRMs, you can easily engage with the people under your comments. Like, the people who are engaging, actively have conversations under there. Tell people to actively converse with you. Subscribe to their stuff and actively engage in their content with at least 5 words. Share it, like, subscribe. Simple. From the bottom up, like we do on the Clock app. You could do that here and effectively change people's lives. So let's keep doing that. That's the first thing. Now we're going to go into different community platforms where you can build and engage with your community on a more genuine and intimate setting. Discord. Build a space for you, for your audience, and connect and engage with you beyond YouTube. I have one already created. I created 2 years ago. For the people that sign up, you will be sent, I want to say, in the next 2 days or tomorrow, you will be sent the Discord. So be on the lookout for that. Then we have this thing called Circle. It's a premium platform for community building and monetization. You can monetize easily. Some people be like, pay me $3 a month, and I can give you more one-on-ones on how to do this together and more time. I tried to do it with Patreon, but ultimately I didn't like it. So I might try again for those who want more one-on-one time with me and want to pick my brain. You get to pay for that, and I will give you as much as you can take at the time, with love, with compassion, and with consent to your brain. Because baby, I can brain dump all day. I got so many things in here, so many ideas, a wealth of knowledge. Okay, now we're gonna go into Hootsuite or Buffer. Hootsuite has been talked about a lot. That was the first social media managing app. You can utilize this to schedule social media posts across platforms to stay active, drive traffic to your YouTube channel. So you can plan the post instead of going through each app and posting. You can schedule it on this app and actively take a social media break while still utilizing and building your social media without having to actually be there. And you can comment all in one app. So there's Hootsuite. I personally like Buffer because when I first used Hootsuite, it used to submit my post upside down and kind of wonky. But Buffer, I liked it because I have a fan base in Ghana and other countries. So it would post it at the top of the day while I was asleep, 5 hours well in advance before the United States ever woke up, and people would see my content. So if you see my stuff, just know I've been working on that for a minute, building actively even in my sleep. And then, of course, so you can get good feedback, actionable feedback that you can change and grow, we use surveys and polls like Google Forms or polls on YouTube or Instagram to learn what your audience wants to see. I know a lot of people are not keen into Meta anymore, so we're going to use Google Forms. We're going to start doing this on YouTube. We're building together, okay? Now, we got analytics and feedback. The best app for you to download for YouTube analytics outside of Vid IQ's is YouTube Analytics. Yes, YouTube has an analytics page to help you analyze the feedback and the stats of people who are actively engaging, your subscribers. What are they doing? What are they watching? It's really good to have a deep dive into the metrics and watch time, the click-through rates, and audience retention to optimize your strategy. That is important. You don't want to do that. Look, we got Social Blade. It tracks your YouTube channel growth and compare it to other creators for inspiration and benchmarks. Be careful about comparison. Instead of thinking about, oh no, they're better than me, think of it as I'm inspired to do better. What are they doing that I can add, that I can make into my own? Think of it from that perspective. And then, of course, the good old nice Typeform. We love Typeform because it creates beautiful interactive forms and surveys to get detailed audience feedback. We love a good form. Now, lastly, we're going to go into personal growth and efficiency. Pomodoro timers. It's a focus app. We like focus apps, right? It helps tools like Forest or Focus Keeper to stay productive when creating content or doing research. So you're not doom scrolling. Stop doom scrolling. We know things are going on in the world, but that doesn't mean you have to doom scroll. Focus on creating more than eating more. Are you the content creator or are you the consumer? Because every time you doom scroll, you're teaching these apps and the algorithm that you are a consumer versus being the content creator. Let's stop doing that. Let's focus. So you can get a focus app to help you focus on the task at hand so you're not veering off. Because trust me, I do it too. Or you can, use your clock app, like your actual clock app in your phone, to make a timer to be like, okay, I'm done here. Move on to the next thing. All right, here we go. Another tool, we got AI tools. Like I mentioned, ChatGPT is my favorite one. I know everybody's talking about what they're talking about, but they also have Jasper for content writing. I think sometimes it's paid, sometimes it's free. We got Midjourney. I personally like Midjourney because it makes a really great graphics. Just be careful not to utilize it to sell on t-shirts and think you're gonna get a whole bunch of money off that, because some of that is stealing other artists' content and making it into something else, because that's what AI does. It's A input, B output with neural networks, not like our brains, just like a lot of correct data to make the B output be what it is and working. That's what it is. And then, of course, we got DALL-E for creating visuals. I personally like Midjourney. You can use the free version. Just know you will never own the rights unless you pay for it. Then we got Zapier. Zapier is an automatic, it automates workflows between tools such as, adding content ideas from Google Sheet to Notion. That's what Zapier does. And a whole bunch of other ones, like your CRMs, like I mentioned earlier, HubSpot or Mailchimp also does the same thing. So all in all, these are the different ways you can create a content strategy, stay focused without being burnt out, repurpose your content, and actively engage and grow your YouTube channel efficiently instead of being random and off the dome. Yes, you can do that, but first, focus on providing value to your community like I'm doing to you now. Because I want y'all to be great, okay? I want y'all to be great. I want you to keep going. I want you to push past these 30 days. So after you monetize, you stay consistent and you get to really dive into what you truly enjoy doing on this platform and being yourself and growing with the community who actively loves, listens, and appreciates you. So we talked about content, research, and inspiration, content planning and organization, content creation and repurposing, audience engagement, analytics and feedback, personal growth and efficiency. And last but not least, thank you so much for being on my channel today. I hope you learned a lot. Look, you want to join the 30-day challenge with me and so many others who've joined recently? I'm going to need you to fill out that form, the HubSpot link, and also use all those resources that I put down. All right. Again, if you want to use the content calendar that I created and repurpose it and create your own using the prompt that I came up with and the CSV file, go ahead and do that. It's only $3 in the Stan Store. You actively doing that for me allows me to keep going and building with you these next 30 days. Thank you so much. This is day 4. Y'all have a beautiful day. Comment what you've learned and what you're excited about, and I will respond. And if you're a new creator, please let me know, and I will subscribe to you and actively engage in your content. All right, y'all. J Mac out. Thank you. And I have a song called Crash Out. It's also in the description. Run it up. Listen to it. I crashed out in the song so you don't have to. Crash out in that journal. All right. Later.